I don't know. It's just I feel like we always got to have conversations about the state of the music industry.
Yeah.
When big things like this happen, because one, I don't want to get caught up in the just do what everyone else does, say what everyone else says. This needs to be talked about, because sometimes these niggas don't deserve to be talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dark Lane demo tapes was a perfect example for me.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't deserve to get talked about, so I didn't feel like we need to like really push that. You know what I mean?
But this does, right?
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, so we appreciate all the comments, all the new subs.
Hey, for real, hop in the comment section, bro. The YouTube algorithm likes that. I think stuff like that, bro. Have discussions, bro. Debate, whatever, man.
We got a couple interesting topics today that I'd like to hear a couple other opinions on. List-wise, just obviously there's a lot to be said right now. So let us know what you think.
Offer it. I know y'all seen the videos. We reacted to the 2 big albums. And you know, it's not even the 2 big albums, because there was also the single, like the Keem single. Like, I think that counts. So we got the first Kendrick Lamar verse since 2019.
Mm-hmm. That kicks off like everything. A night that we think we might get Donda, but the pain is dampened because we got Keem and Kendrick throwing shots. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then Drake dropped and Kanye dropped over the weekend. Like what, 2 days apart, or no? Was it days apart?
5 days.
5 days.
Kanye
5
dropped
days.
on Sunday and Drake on Thursday.
Yeah.
And now it's Sunday. We're plotting on a Sunday. Baby Keem's tweeting saying 9 a.m. Eastern time. If Baby Keem comes out of nowhere and drops an album on 6 a.m. California time on a Monday, that'd be kind of a Keem thing to do, honestly, right after Drake and Ye.
I think that Keem is going to be in a very interesting position, because he's up and coming still, has a lot of eyes on him, and people know what they could get with him. But those big fish just dropped. Like,
I swear, he has to think
Dons,
about that.
bro. Like some Dons really dropped.
Like, he's going to miss out on a ton of streams in that matter.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I feel like on the flip side, he's so hot. With Family Ties coming out and the reaction to that and the perception that he has right now, I feel like he kind of feels like he might need to turn it out while he is like literally trending with Drake and Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he could steal some of their stuff too.
For sure.
He could steal their clout, because Keem is a whole different sound. I think that, like, especially after hearing the Kanye feature, bro, like, he's got a little Playboy Cardi, like, he is the young generation, bro.
And people are, I feel like some people who love Drake and Kanye had like a hard time with this new music. Mm-hmm. Even though like I love it, but like I could see how someone that hangs on to that version of an artist would like be kind of off put by new music. I don't know, maybe in a headspace looking for something new, something that's going to disappoint them.
Can we all be adults though?
Swear.
Why is all this like? It doesn't have to be negativity.
No.
One album can be great, another album can be great, and they don't have to like be negative. Like, when you compare them, even. Yeah. Like, you can compare things just by saying like, oh, like, I don't know, like the rollout was different, like stuff like that. Like, but like when you say that music is bad just because you want to big up another artist, your point looks weak. You know what I mean? It does. Because don't argue against the other person, argue for yours.
It's like, why are you listening to music if you're gonna be like, if you're listening to music, say, oh, it's better than that though. You know what I mean?
Like I want more good music also. As a fan of music, like, I'm happy that Drake and Kanye both put out great albums, because at the end of the day, I got almost 40 new fire songs.
Yeah, literally. And it's also like headspace going into albums, I feel like also. Like, if you want an album to be bad, why are you listening to the album? Like, what are you doing with your time? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's easy. I think it's easy to criticize. It's easy to make statements, and I think that people want to get laughs, you know what I mean? Yeah. People want to get attention. Drake said it in a little, like, rap radar, like, and I think that he's at peace with that. I think that, like, that's what we were talking about. I think that's why he did what he did with the cover a little bit even. Mm-hmm. He's at a stage where he has nothing more to prove. Mm-hmm. And when you have nothing to prove, the only person that can really determine that is yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you don't care what anyone has to say about you. He knows the music's fire. Mm-hmm. He knows the message is undeniable. He knows if you look at the bars, they're heat. So I'm going to put a bunch of pregnant emojis on my album cover, and who's going to say shit to me? And people were mad, bro, and he knew people were going to be mad.
He knew people were going to be – he did, because he's dropped views. You know what I'm saying? An album that he probably was in the same headspace for, where he's like, I know this shit's fire. I know some of my best music ever is on this. It's going to age really well. you know, and he did the whole big cover, you know, a cover that nobody could really talk shit on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was dope, you know, and he had that reception where people were like, like, I feel like half the people on Drop Dead Views were like, this is trash. Like, I heard a lot of people say that Views was trash when it came out.
I'm confused.
Huh.
Because every page I go to, all y'all's captions and stuff. I'm not even finna say all y'all's because, like, I know a lot of people that like the album.
Mm-hmm.
But like, everyone's captions, a lot of the pages is posting it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I want to say people like it, but then I see a lot of people on the internet. It's a lot of Kanye fans, and it's a lot of the classic Drake haters.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He doesn't have any new haters. Yeah. His haters are the same haters that he's always
They just got older.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is, you know? And Kanye's detractor, I honestly haven't heard that many Kanye detractors.
Yeah, yeah. No, honestly, people are kind of rocking with it. It's too long. And some people that can't get into gospel at all are like, nah. Like, some people are off-put by the
But I haven't even heard people talk about it.
Yeah, in a negative space.
Yeah, like, it's either like, because I almost think, to me, the music's undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It may not be for you, but it's not bad. Mm-hmm. You can't, like, I don't see how you criticize it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just really quality music. Like, if we were listening to Heaven and Hell, you know, before starting this, and it's like, how do you hear that and be like, that isn't, like, a great song?
And like we said in the review, the message is, like, so positive.
Yeah.
Like, he's really not, like, and that's the one difference between the two that I felt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not to be that nigga, I guess, after we spend the time not comparing, but you know what I mean? Like,
we have a podcast.
And I guess,
like, as long as I think we go in prefacing saying, like, at the end of the day, they're both great, and we love listening to them, and we're so, like, as a music fan, I'm happier now than I've been in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm eating. You know, but we can definitely dissect and kind of compare a little bit here and there.
Drake had bars for Kanye's Head Top, and Kanye was kind of laid back talking this message of, like, positivity, like, you know what I mean? Like, room for everybody. Now, obviously, like, we heard the little diss or whatever with Andre.
Yep.
But, like, I don't know, like, Kanye's energy on the album was not negative in any capacity, really, for me at least.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't malicious.
So, for me, I just wish that his energy outside of the music felt the same, preaching positivity, because I felt like he was kind of an instigator in all the shit that happened. You know what I'm saying? I was like, like, you know, this isn't a great look. And then the album was the message we needed, like you said, you know. But I guess at the end of the day, the music is what matters. You know, he's a musician, and like,
I wish I almost would have got Kanye with bars for you, though. You know what I mean? Kanye wants some aggressive stuff.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
You know, it's good to see people happy. It's good to see people in the right headspace.
Let's talk a little bit about the Andre 3000 thing, though.
Okay.
And how that all went out. Because, like, if you didn't see, basically, Drake leaked a Kanye West diss track of Drake. A diss track, loose terms. I don't know if it's really a whole diss track.
Because he did that on, So Drake's real funny, bro. So it's on Night Owl Sound, bro.
Yeah.
With his boys, bro, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out OVO Mark, OVO Noah, bro. They're pretty cool, bro. They have their little radio show, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing their stuff up. You know, Drake has his goons.
Yeah, it's hella funny, bro. That's such a Drake move, honestly, doing that.
Go on his platform. You know, everyone's listening. Everyone's like, because it was so planned out. Because, you know, everyone's like, oh, the boy's coming on tonight. The boy on Night Owl Sound, you know, special appearance, you know. It's like a 3-hour episode or whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, who really is watching Night Owl Sound, you know? But, like,
I didn't watch it.
Hey,
but
everyone knows the song drop, though.
Yeah,
it's just funny how this man moves.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic Drake move. Like, he's always been great at making fun of himself. You know, and making himself, I feel like, in that sense, relatable, you know?
Okay, but you know how I see it?
Huh.
I see he's always good at putting on for the team.
Yeah. That too. Yeah, because he's sacrificing himself a little bit to get his boys hella streams on their show.
I don't think he's sacrificing himself at all.
No, I don't think so either.
I think he's like, if I'm good, exactly.
I
think this is a good look for me, and I'm gonna bring y'all. Like, Drake is the epitome of he always looks out for the homies.
Yeah.
Like, he always.
And we heard it in the music on like The Remorse.
Mm-hmm.
That might be my favorite track on Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
I don't know, just the way that he talks about his friends and just like, I don't know.
But on the 3-stack shit, not to get off the top.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like
you
were saying, bro. Basically, Andre comes out, makes the statement. He's like, Kanye didn't tell me that it was going to be a clean album. Mm-hmm. So I didn't think, you know, Andre really got bars. So when you really rapping, when you really writing your stuff, he's like, my verse would not sound right as a clean version. Very fair point.
Rightfully
I think,
so.
yeah. Kanye ain't going to disrespect the grade. If Andre 3000 says, I don't want my verse put out, you're not putting his verse out.
No.
So
even as Kanye.
It was a Lucy or whatever. And maybe it would have never seen the light of day, so all we know. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's hard to believe though that you have a song like that. Like we heard it, that was like a great song, like a really great song. And I think Kanye, if it was coming out, he would have written different verses.
How many great songs do you think Kanye West has on his hard drive that will never be?
A lot, but like that's like an Andre 3000 feature is huge. That would have been like the biggest feature on the album.
Exactly. He doesn't care. I don't think that's a big deal for Kanye.
No, I don't think it is either. But I wish it would have come out. Like it's a great song. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But I think
it would have made the album better, even better. It's a great album.
I think that it almost makes him look better if this was the diss and he didn't put it out, even though it had an Andre 3000 verse that was unrelated. That means he would have got the diss off, and it would have been huge because of Andre.
Yeah.
And he still didn't put it out because maybe this whole beef shit he's realizing was petty.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think
though I think it would have come out if Andre didn't pull it.
What do you mean?
I think Kanye would have put it out.
No, bro.
Yeah, I think it would have been on the album. If Andre didn't say don't put my verse out, yeah.
I think this whole beef thing is like I said last time, like I think it was so impulsive.
Yeah.
I think it was so impulsive, and I think that like the music speaks to it. You know, he was in a real positive headspace, I think, while he was making Donda, bro. Like, and I think, you know, like with his mental health, like something might have been thrown off, might have caught the wrong little vibe. Not to say it's justified, because you know what I mean. You shouldn't like be leaking people's address, Negative energy is just not necessary. But I don't think Kanye really has no malice in his heart for Drake. I think that Kanye might, you know, need to talk to somebody. I think their issues could one day be reconciled.
Yeah, they're pretty, like, I don't know, it started from nothing. You know what I mean? It just really is, you know, there's not a lot of foundation to the argument.
Let's just enjoy music. From now on, for the rest of the year, let's enjoy music. We'll give, like, let's end it by ranking the 5, right?
On albums?
On each ones.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with Donda.
Okay.
Give me your 5 on Donda.
Donda. My 5 in no particular order, but I'm going to give you 5 songs.
Okay.
I'm going to say Hurricane.
Yup.
Praise God.
Yup.
Okay.
Part 1, part 2.
The first one.
With Bo. Yeah, I know you.
Yeah. Believe What I Say.
Yeah. Miss Lauren.
Heaven and Hell.
Fire. That's a fire 5. All right, I'm gonna go.
And actually, I might take off the boat song for Jonah.
For Jonah
with Lil Durk.
See, this is how I know it is a fire album, is when we have like 5 like complete different songs. You know what I mean? I love that shit. I'm gonna go Jail. And like, I don't know. I might say Jail Part 2. If I'm being honest, I think the baby fit the beat better, and I think he came really hard. Like, I think Hove killed that shit too. I love the whole fell on knees, praying all day. Too many fell on knees, like that shit's dope. And the whole verse is great. And Return of the Throne, like both versions go. I
think his was more statements.
Hove, yeah. I just think Baby's voice kind of sounds really great on like the rock beat. You know what I'm saying? I think that's some of my favorite Baby tracks have been more geared that direction. So I'm gonna say Jail. I'm gonna say Junior Part 2. I've been playing the fuck out of that.
Junior Watanabe.
I'm gonna say, oh god, Donda's hard for me. Like, I can pick my certified tracks. Donda's really hard. I'm gonna probably say Praise God 2. I'll go Jesus Lord. J Electronica. And I think last one has to be Pure Souls.
Let me start, bro. I was stretching.
So I was saying, Jesus Lord. Yeah, and then probably last one has to be Pure Souls.
That's a good 5. Bro.
I love Roddy on that shit. I just love that whole track. The outro. I keep forgetting that girl's name, but she kills that shit.
I mean, Donda was cool too, cause like y'all saw how crazy I went for the West Side Gun feature. That's not even in my top 5. Like, it has a lot of different moods. There's a lot of different levels to Donda. I don't know. It was an album where I got surprised more than I thought I would, if that makes sense. Because I hadn't really heard a gospel rap album done to that level. Like Chance did it,
Yeah.
I guess I think he kind of opened the door for that, if you want to say.
Yeah.
Then Kanye experimented with it a little bit with Jesus is King, and then it finally all came together. So I didn't really know what I was going to hear from a lyrical and from a production perspective, and I was pleasantly surprised more often than not throughout the whole album.
No, I do think it all really came together on this. Like, it kind of felt like final form for something that's been in the works for a while. No, and I don't know, it's just a lot of music to digest, and it's really good. It's really good. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's songs on here
because
I look at songs like Off the Grid. Mm-hmm. That I haven't even had time to really play, but I remember how crazy 5Yo goes on that, and how like I just need to get into that.
Okay, because here's the thing though. You finna listen to Certified Lover Boy when you on bullshit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like this Donda album takes more effort to listen to. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so there's something to this microwave era of music and just content consumption that we live in general, bro. Like, ain't nobody trying to sit down and think about why they like a song. Yeah. It's very easy to know why you like Drake. Yeah. It's very easy to get why you like the song. Even from someone like me who wants to be like, oh, I love like the sample and like the musicality of a song like Pipe Down. It's not that hard why you like a song called Pipe Down, bro. Yeah. If you break down what the song is really singing about, bro, like a lot of people gonna fuck with that, you know? Yeah. Why do I like a song about Kanye comparing his like struggles to like and going through what he's going through from a mental health perspective, growing up in Chicago, his journey with Jesus? Like, there's a lot to unpack in each song that he has on Donda, you know? Mm-hmm. So like,
I agree. Okay, but now after talking about a little bit of Drake, can we rank 5 Drake songs?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know, maybe just because it just dropped, but this is all I've been hearing the last couple of days. All right, I definitely got Champagne Poetry. That's an automatic. Fair Trade with Trav. For sure, The Remorse. We were talking about it earlier. The outro. Get Along Better with Ty Dolla. That might be my favorite song on the project. I don't know. The 5 are pretty interchangeable. And then the 5th is kind of like, the 5th could go a couple ways. But right now, it could go Love All with Jay-Z. It could go TSU.
Why did you pick what you picked?
Because that's my favorite form of Drake. Champagne Poetry and The Remorse, where he's really barring up and talking about his life.
But that's not your favorite song. Huh? That's not your favorite song.
Oh, Get Along Better?
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. You got to go like with.
Cause I get along better with your friends, like
that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
And that song just sonically is to the level I feel like a lot of songs on Donda are. You know what I mean? Most of Drake's album isn't, but just the way that the production pulls back, goes quiet, Ty's help on the background vocals and on the end of that track, I feel like that's one of the most impressive like sonic songs I've heard this year in hip hop. But 5th spot, I'll say Pipe Down. You mentioned it earlier, but I'm not. Yeah. Oh shit. Fucking fans. No, I'll say Pipe Down.
Like, I don't know, cause I factor that into like thinking like why I like the album. Cause I guess we could talk like, after we do this, we can talk about like big picture, like all the albums of the year. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I guess my 5 is probably gonna be. I'ma go. Poppy's Home, Fair Trade, Pipe Down, No Friends in the Industry,
banger,
and Get Along Better.
Yeah.
But I should really put You Only Live Twice on there also.
Oh, with Wayne and Rick Ross? Yeah, that shit's fire. That's just a short song. I want that song to be longer.
Bro, Poppy's Home is definitely my favorite song on this right now. Poppy's Home is easily my favorite song, bro.
That shit's so fire.
That shit's so like, it's just so easy to play, bro.
The statements being made on that too, I don't know. It makes the cover work so much better.
Bro, so like that's why I asked the question, right? So like for me, Poppy's Home, Fair Trade, what was the other one I said? No Friends in the Industry are all very similar, right? Those 3 out of my 5. And for me, the reason I mess with Certified Lover Boy is because Drake sounds very content with his space in the game. And that's what I wanted out of him. I don't care that people are hating on the album.
Yeah.
I don't care that, you know what I mean, like, this might not get play or people wanted this sound, you know what I mean? I want you as an artist to sound comfortable on every track and sound like you executed all of your ideas, you know what I mean?
He's so in his lane, bro. Like,
there's nothing
so
in doubt.
In his lane.
There's nothing in doubt. And, like, I don't know, like, I just think that there's something to that, bro. Like, execution is really, really a big deal, and he did that.
He executed really well, bro. Exactly like how he needed to. And it's going to age really well. And I feel like it's going to be the same story as Views. And that's why he did the fuck you with the covers, because he didn't want to do it all. He wanted to say before he dropped it, hey, you know, there is going to be like a Ratchet Happy Birthday-esque song on here. Like, you know, we got the Way Too Sexy, which I think obviously instantly shows you where his headspace is when he's sequencing, curating this album, you know. He's not going for that perfect, you know, 15 out of 15. Like, I don't know. Like, and Take Care, Nothing Was the Same type album.
Neither of these are the best album of the year, though.
I agree, but... well, I don't know yet. Certified might be. I love that shit. Dawn I still need to play more.
Neither of these, I think, are the album of the year, but I think that they have a lot of hype. You know what I mean? I think they're maybe the two biggest names in terms of mainstream. And, like, everybody that, like, even, like, casual fans of music that don't even, like, rap like that.
It's just fun to talk about. I feel like that's another reason why it's, you know, yeah, because everyone listens to it.
Yeah, but then it makes you think, like, I don't know, like, can anyone ever beat it?
Yeah.
Like, does doing the right thing ever win?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, you mean on like a not just in my head, but like win, like make the most money, get all the everyone's talking about it. Probably not. Why? I mean, Drake is always gonna outsell Tyler the Creator. He's always gonna outsell Isaiah Rashad.
Why?
Because it's too it's the.
Well, I think
maybe
Drake. I don't
maybe
count
it's what
Drake.
you were talking about earlier.
I don't count Drake. I'm not gonna count Drake. Because he makes different type of music.
Yeah.
But even Kanye made a very not accessible album for everyone, especially for the day and age we're in. You know, I would think that Tyler the Creator made a more accessible album.
Yeah.
But I guess Tyler did numbers. He did similar. Did he do similar numbers to Kanye or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
he did. He did numbers, but let me look at it really quick.
Because I don't know. I just feel like we get caught up in it so quickly.
Oh no, I'm sorry to interrupt, but he went 17 or 170,000 first week compared to Kanye's like
300K,
4, and Drake's like 6.
So who did 300? I thought someone did 300.
I don't know. I don't know if they're official. Okay, sorry. Keep going though.
I don't know. I just feel like with Drake and Ye, it's if they went. I wonder how this would have been if they would have never had the beef. You
mean how it would have affected streams?
How it would have affected just how people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Is that what it, or is this just the most genius marketing plan?
They might have literally schemed it.
Because I want to see, where is music headed?
Yeah.
What do you, as a young artist, as a person who cares about the industry, all that, what do you take away from this?
It's a really good question. You probably take away that conflict. You know, getting your name buzzing, even as the biggest in the world, they're still going to do it, and it's still going to equate to the best numbers of the year, even compared to some people that are in the same class as them. You know what I'm saying? Dropping the best projects of their career. You know, it's going to still crush that.
Is this music reflective of our generation?
Drake and Kanye? No. I don't think so. Our generation or the generation that we're, like, living in, like the time? You know what I mean?
Our generation.
Okay. Maybe as like a I don't know, bro, because it's easier for me to tap into Drake's headspace, where it's just like Drake knows that his fans are hungry for Drake music and nothing else. Drake knows that they're going to stream no matter how many tracks, so that's going to make more money when you have more tracks on it, and people are going to just be happier, even if it takes them a while to understand, like in a View situation, like maybe even like in a Scorpion situation. But Kanye, I don't really know where it comes from all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he did this. It might have been to honor his mom, you know, with a lot of music. It might have been because he wanted to intentionally make it inaccessible to this, you know, instant generation. But, like, it's harder for me to say if it's reflective when I can't understand it fully, you know?
I mean, because I'm thinking, like, Isaiah Rashad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of reflective of our generation just from, like, you know what I mean? Like, we deal with a lot of mental health issues.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tyler, the Creator, I think this was actually, like, I think Tyler's someone who hasn't always related a lot to the black community.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I think that this album is his most relatable in that sense just because, like, I don't know, bro. Like, the way he talked about, like, traveling and, like, seeing the world and, like, just all these, like, new experiences and, like, things that you've, like, never thought that you would want to, that you never thought you would ever do, and, like, being in spaces you never thought you would to be in.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was a really big undertone of, like, Call Me If You Get Lost. Like, damn, Tyler looking back, like, 20-something years old, like, when I was 18 coming out, like, here.
Best thing
like,
I ever did was leave Los Angeles.
Yeah, like, I never would have thought, bro, you know? So, like, I feel like these guys are making the music that speaks to people, and then these other guys are just, like, I don't know, man.
I feel like
they're profiting off star power almost.
I feel like Kendrick or not Kendrick. I'm looking at my Kendrick poster. I'm thinking that Kanye and Drake might be more reflective of our generation, but I also think we might align. I'm trying to think of the music we listen to a little more with even an older generation. You know what I'm saying? And that's maybe why an album like Call Me If You Get Lost, I think, lands harder. Because I think that is more of like an old head album just because of the sonic kind of consistencies as well as like thematic consistencies throughout the project. You know what I mean? I think that's something that requires a person that's used to being attentive for long.
An old head could not hear Lemonhead with 42 Doug.
Okay, but I don't mean necessarily. I'm not looking at like an old head versus a young head. I'm just talking, you know, just style, like bigger picture. You know, the fact of like a concise, you know, like 50-minute but sharp project that doesn't have necessarily songs that stick out as much but are like more well-rounded. Because I think that's the case with Zay and Tyler, and that's why they're both potentially better than Donda and Certified.
I think the only thing that Certified does is, of all the albums we've mentioned, Certified has the one that plays the most as singles.
Yeah.
Drake's music plays as singles. You could pull 5 songs minimum off every Drake album. Whereas I think when you listen to Call Me If You Get Lost is best when you're listening to it in an album context.
Totally.
Like I feel like when you listen, Call Me If You Get Lost is still your album of the year, right?
Yeah.
Do you just play songs off it randomly, or are you listening to the full album?
I listen to like 3 song runs at a time. You know, I'll get in the car and I'll go first 3 tracks. Or sometimes I'll jump around. I mean, if I'm listening to Wilshire, I probably just have time to run that one, you know, and then I gotta go do something. But like, I don't know, like, I try to listen to it as a complete, because I think that one, I think it's the most coherent and structured and carefully curated album out of the 4 that we've talked about.
All right, let's get into it though. Like, I have a real question. 3 months after an album comes out, are you listening to more than, how many songs are you listening to? Really?
On Call Me If You Get Lost?
That's your album of the year. How many songs did you play today?
Okay, that's not fair. The only thing I played today is Certified Lover Boy. I didn't listen to Donda yet. But okay, what I've been doing lately, every time I'm in the car, is I go 1 from each album. From Zay, Tyler, Donda, and Certified. And I just rotate it. And I've been doing that at work. I don't know. That's the vibe. For the
past couple months, though, while Call Me If You Get Lost was becoming your album of the year.
Yeah.
How were you, like, were you listening to
8 or 9 different songs?
Okay.
Yeah. And this, I can say the same thing about Zay. And that's why those 2 are so strong. Okay. And I think I'll be able to say the same thing about Drake and Kanye, but they did it with so many more attempts. You know what I'm saying? Which I do, like, make it, I don't know, it's more impressive when you can give me 9 out of 11 versus 9 out of 20, you know?
I'm thinking about how I listen to Isaiah Rashad music now.
Yeah.
Because that's my album of the year. And I feel like I always play, like, I'm going to always play Score, Claymore, Dark Side, you know, I got my couple. And then when I listen to it in a full album context, when I'm just sitting down doing something, I got my headphones in or whatever, that's when I'll catch the Chad's 9 to 3 freestyles, that type stuff, you know what I mean? And that's how, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the time when we pick an album of the year, or when, like, a lot of, like, these people that, like, think their opinions are valid and be ranking albums, they'll literally be listening to the same 5 songs over and over and over and over and over again, you know what I mean? And then say, like, oh, well, this is my album of the year now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, is that really your album of the year?
I know,
like, do you just really like those songs, you know? Like, I feel like I may fall victim to that too, though. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like I gotta like force myself to listen to full projects more if I want to talk about albums in a full, fair context.
Yeah. And just how polished those two are, bro. And I think when you do listen to them, it's easier to listen to them. I think there's a reason that I'll spin those so many more times than both of the other two as a whole, you know? They're easier to listen to. It's a better, I don't know, it's more fitting for life.
And I feel like when I go back to music, like when I go back to old music, I listen in the album context.
Yeah.
Like if I want to listen to an album from 1990, I'm probably going to listen to an album. Yeah. You know, not just a song. I want to, you know?
Yeah. That's kind of, yeah. No, so I'm different. When I listen to Zay, I jump around.
Yeah.
I always, like, I'll cue, like, 8 songs at a time instead of, like, just letting it play. You know what I mean? Because I can't stop. You know, I'll cue Claymore, and then I'll cue True Story, and then I'll cue R.I.P. Young, and then I won't be able to stop. You know, I'll be like, oh, I didn't even get anything off the back end. Like
everything's good on that album. I mean, Isaiah's hard to beat.
It is hard to beat. Like that is number 2 probably. Honestly, like I've been loving the music that's coming out, but like we'll see how it ages. But that's the one that's fighting with Tyler for me.
I don't know how we're gonna be able to really get a good ranking of everything if everything doesn't drop early enough either.
Yeah. I think we'll have a good grasp on these 4 by the end of the year at least.
These four are guaranteed, yeah. And no, that's going to be in it, though.
Keem, bro. Keem will be guaranteed, too, because we're getting Keem in September. So we'll get a good gauge on that.
I don't know. Oh, my God, bro. Do you think that he's going to really, like, try to make a push for Album of the Year? Or do you think he's going to try to experiment a little bit?
I think I don't know. I think he's making a push. I think he's trying to assert himself now. He's tried out some shit with different sounds. He is an artist like that, but like just the fact that you go Travis Scott, then Kendrick Lamar as your features leading up to your album.
Are we getting Utopia this year?
We might. We might. I don't know, bro. We're going to get everything. I'm still waiting on Smino.
He's confirmed dropping. I saw something that he was talking about.
Really?
Man. Dog. Okay. I wish some of these other albums would play at parties too.
Yeah, like what?
Or like in public settings. Like I feel like I'm never gonna hear Isaiah Rashad outside.
But
I'm not even gonna hear Keem outside like that. I didn't hear Family Ties this weekend.
Yeah, that's true. But when you do, it makes it special. Like when I hear someone playing the Zay album, I'm like, it feels like some like untapped wisdom. I'm like, oh,
that's a nice little conversation, good dap up or whatever. They know what they're talking about.
I'm not gonna hear someone playing Certified Lover Boy and go like dap him up. Oh, you like Drake? You know, duh. Everyone likes Drake.
How do you feel being a Drake fan though? Are you a Drake stan? Are we Drake stans?
Yeah, we definitely are.
How though?
I listen to a lot of Drake all the time. I have like a 200 song playlist just of Drake and Drake features.
But like, I feel like we like,
and it's just because we've been listening to him our whole life. I feel like too. He's
one of the first rappers. Like I just listen to Drake like a normal person.
Huh?
I feel like I listen to him like a normal person listens to him.
You listen to a lot of Drake.
Like normal people do.
Yeah, like normal people do. Exactly. There's a lot of Drake stands. He's the biggest artist in the world.
I don't think he's just. I think he's just the biggest artist in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like. I don't know if we're Drake stans, bro. Because I used to think we were Kanye stans, but like, are we?
Okay, well, it depends on how you're defining stan. If you're defining stan as like you're a fan of someone that like they can do no wrong, they're your favorite, you know, like everything they do is, then no.
Do those people exist still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Why?
Totally. I don't know.
Is that productive?
I think no, it's not productive.
What do you gain out of that?
A connection that you feel and your partner doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Just like a total one-side relationship that you feel deeply committed to. But I mean, I guess that's just liking artists in general.
Not really though, because I'm like, I feel I'm able to criticize artists. You know what I mean? When you're a stan, I feel like there's always this pressure to like everything they do.
Yeah.
Like keep up that persona and shit, man.
Yeah. No, I think, but I mean, I definitely like Drake more than the average person. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
I feel like, I don't know, but also I think music more than the average person. So it's art is probably just to scale. Everything's just to scale, you know?
Mm-hmm. I just don't want to ever lose perspective on this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, cause it was so easy for me to like this album.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a testament to his talent.
But has that been the case your whole life with Drake? Like, was it so easy for you to like More Life? Oh, okay. I didn't like More Life.
But I used to be a Drake hater.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, bro.
When?
Like all in high school, bro.
I didn't even know.
Like all in high school, because that's the thing. Like it's easy to hate and love Drake, because he does make it look easy in the sense that, like, all right, I can't even do it anymore because I love him. Like, I used to be like, he's not really spitting. He's kind of soft. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather listen to someone who's like really talking about like going to get it. I don't know. I can't really come up with a legitimate argument now because, like, I think if you hate on Drake, you're kind of dumb.
You just enjoy the music.
Yeah, like, you're kind of dumb if you hate on Drake, bro, honestly. But, like,
yeah.
I used to be on that, like, I like only lyrics and shit and Kendrick Lamar and MF Doom and Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Stop talking to me.
I don't know. Stop talking to me.
I don't know, bro. Drake is literally just awesome. Drake is easy to like. I don't get how you hate on him, bro.
I know.
I don't get it.
He makes
bro.
fun of himself. He's relatable. Welcome back to the Drake podcast.
Yeah, bro.
So those 4 are Mount Rushmore, right? We both agree on that, though. Those 4 albums.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we gotta talk about 5 through 10, because there's been some other heat that's dropped this year. You know, we gotta talk about some of the other shit.
I mean, I think Bino Blast.
Yeah.
Is easy top 10.
I do too.
Given top 10
easy top 10. Westside Gun.
Westside Gun is in top 10.
No?
Not yet. Like, because I didn't get time to live with it, really, bro. Like,
I just threw that at you because I haven't even heard it yet.
Like,
with all the shit that's been going on.
I haven't had any time to live with it. I listened to it 2 times. Like, oh, my God. It's good, though. That's the thing. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be, bro.
I know you were hot on Pray for Haiti earlier this year.
Mm-hmm. I think the thing
I like that album a lot too. I just didn't really listen to it a ton, you know, but the couple spins I gave it, it was really fire.
I don't know. What's weird about that music is that it's a lot.
Mm.
That's the thing. Like, I'm in the mood to get talked at sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm down to just sit down and, like, it's like head nodding music, I guess. You know what I mean? It's not like that sing along shit. So sometimes it doesn't get as much play because I gotta like put in more effort to listen to it. But when I listen to it, I always feel like I took something away from it.
Facts.
That's the type of shit that's worth it.
Okay, here's one for you. Is Vince Staples?
Yeah.
In the does he make that
Mount
4
Rushmore?
not clear though? Are you bumping someone for the Vince Staples album right now?
I could bump Donda for it, maybe.
Whoa, Donda's your 4?
Or
wait, should we rank those 4? Should we just? I know it's hella early, but just for the fun of it, can I hear how you got those 4 ordered?
Isaiah Rashad, Tyler the Creator. I don't even know if that's how I want to do it. I can't rank them. I'm not gonna do it.
We haven't had it. It's been 3 days with Certified.
I can't.
A week with Donda. I mean, I know right now, I'll say I'm gonna go Tyler, Drake, Zay, Donda.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I'm not like don't hold me to that. That is subject to change.
I'm not finna do that because I think that honestly, just like. I think that I get more from all 4 of those albums.
Yeah, and if you don't, then they're dropping drastically because
that's
like a testament to a good music.
And I get more from Vince Staples.
Mm-hmm. I will say that the 4 is set for me right now. I don't think Vince is in the same realm. I think he's right in that 5 to 8 pocket, which is great. It was a great project, but for me, it didn't hit like those 4.
I just love that like he didn't miss.
Yeah.
There was something to having 0 bad songs.
Yeah. No, there is.
Like. It was focused. It was everything we said about the others. It just didn't have the length. It didn't have the drama. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, yeah. And that's the thing that I think I'm realizing as I get older too, bro. Like, I'm not with the drama from both sides, bro. Because the real hardcore rapidy rap hip hop traditionalists are with the drama because everything needs to be a certain type way for them. You know what I mean? And then there's a lot of niggas who with the new age, are like, oh, it's got to be theatrical. I need the rollout. I need the da-da-da.
Yeah.
I need the music videos. I need this type of song. You better have this many features. I better know all the features. I don't want to hear your homie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vince was just like, I'm cool. I'm going to release a couple songs. I'm going to do music videos that I really like, that are artistic and beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some features that sound great on the songs, bro.
Yeah.
Fushi, bro.
But nobody knows.
It, bro. Like,
yeah. No, the Vince album's incredible.
And I think that Isaiah Rashad, that's why he's my favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did that, but on a bigger scale.
It is that low key, like laid back shit. Like there's something to like letting the music speak for itself. I don't think people do that anymore.
Yeah.
People,
no, that's a fact.
People don't move like that in life though, and that's damn near my problem with these niggas. Oh my God, I'm gonna get off it. I'm not gonna give them no more of my time. Like, please, as a music community, after this episode of the podcast, let's not give Drake and Kanye any more of our time. Let's treat them like they are anyone else, bro. Like,
or let's not let the feud give any more of our time. I'm ready to give them. I don't know. They're great artists. At the end of the day, they're great artists. They make great music.
But we don't need. It gets too much.
Yeah.
It gets too much. Everybody has a Drake caption.
Yeah.
Everybody has a Drake caption.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. Some of it.
You're talking to someone that posted a Drake caption today, bro.
But
let me revel in it for a week. But at least
that. It's like, damn, niggas was fiending, bro. There's a right way to do it though, because if you know, like, it's funny. There's funny ways to do it. You know what I mean? There's shit you could get off. Like, I seen like so many people just song titles.
Yeah.
Like, just like they just threw the name out there. Like, yes, I listen to Certified Lover Boy. Like, I damn near feel like people was just posting random screenshots of songs to say I'm listening to the album too. You know, like,
swear. Like, they just picked. I was like, really? That's the one you picked? That's
like,
the song.
Dog,
like, you
bro.
thought Fucking Fans was the one that
like,
you had
bro,
to put on your story?
Why do people like Way Too Sexy?
I don't know.
Like, can we have like
it was funny when the video came out. It made me like think it's hilarious, but like I'm gonna skip it every time it comes on. Why do people
like Girls Like Girls?
I kind of like Girls Like Girls.
Why?
Because I think, like we said when we were reacting, like Baby's in a kind of a rare baby pocket, which is like romantic baby, it's close friends baby, and
but
like
anything about Drake?
I mean, the hook is catchy. I don't like the part where he calls himself a lesbian, but
does it?
It's cool. It's easy to listen to. I don't. It's not top half of the album. It's but like I'm not gonna say. I think the only true miss on that for me was Way Too Sexy.
I think it's just annoying because those are the two biggest songs on the album right now.
Yeah, it's super annoying.
Like,
those are the biggest songs. That's crazy.
You know?
It should be No Friends in the Industry. You said it earlier. That's the best party song. That's the catchiest hook on the album.
Just because, bro,
that's the one the playlist
we're saying all this shit though, and then it makes sense why people say the album sucks almost then.
Yeah,
because
I swear.
if that's what's getting pushed, and that's what I heard, and I wasn't a Drake fan, but that's what people were like listening to. I'd be like, damn, this is kind of lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's true. Because a couple people that said it came around for them, I was like, oh, why? They're like, oh, I heard that was the first song I heard was Way Too Sexy, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I wish he wouldn't have done that, bro. Like, I wish he wouldn't have done that, honestly. Like, it was funny, but
we live in an interesting time where we have such a mix of like talent and creativity in multiple senses of it. Mm-hmm. Where these artists realize that it's more than just about the music. Mm-hmm. Some people have found purity in just focusing on the music, falling back and letting the other stuff do what it does. Cause like, bro, like you see like Isaiah like literally was like talking about mental health.
Yeah.
And like you see like even like people like Doja Cat, bro.
Yeah.
Like this rat race that the industry has become and like always needing to post, always need to be like moving like in a certain way, like find out what's gonna be hardest to please people, to be on TikTok, be on Instagram, be on Twitter, like always be seen, weighs on people's minds, has them going crazy, and you're inevitably gonna fuck up and and make someone unhappy, bro. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, I think we might be pushing people to the brink, and it might be like problematic, you know. Like the music might suffer for it.
I do too, and that's why I think we have our albums where they are. You know what I'm saying? Even though I did put Drake wedged in there above Zay, that's probably, I don't know. I don't want to rank him yet. I revoke my rankings because I think you're right, and I think Call Me If You Get Lost and The House Is Burning is an example of music that isn't suffering and is the gold standard. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk about best music from this year, it's those two. You know what I mean? Even though I love the other two albums, I don't know.
I mean, you have a good perspective though, because like you aren't listening to it with I just want to hear Way Too Sexy. Like, I think you're really like, I feel this.
Yeah, that shit fires me up. Yeah.
Like, and I feel that Drake too, bro. Like, yeah. I feel that Drake too. Like, oh, shit. I don't know. It's just, I feel like we always got to have conversations about the state of the music industry.
Yeah.
When big things like this happen, because one, I don't want to get caught up in the just do what everyone else does, say what everyone else says. This needs to be talked about, because sometimes these niggas don't deserve to be talked about. Mm-hmm. Like Dark Lane demo tapes was a perfect example for me.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't deserve to get talked about, so I didn't feel like we need to like really push that. You know what I mean?
But this does, right?
Yeah.
Like, see, there's a reason why we did just talk about it for an hour, probably. Like this shit was really good.
It affected the music industry. It changes the game. He is the standard.
Yeah. I would feel a little bit more like, oh, we really just gave this an hour if we didn't do the same for Call Me If You Get Lost and the House Is Burning. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still want to talk about those albums and why I love those albums. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And there's other great music that's come out this year too. You know, as long as it doesn't all get overshadowed, that's what's important.
Do you think Drake's influential?
Yeah.
From a musical perspective.
To our personal perspective?
Nah, like influential in music.
Oh yeah.
Who makes music like Drake?
I feel like he's really influential as someone that was singing and rapping. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that didn't happen a lot, so I think you could say the whole melodic thing, it was pushed by him.
Ja Rule did that.
Okay, yeah. Some people did it, but nobody's been Drake. You know what I'm saying? Never has. He really shifted it to a more melodic sound by being the most popular rapper in the world and singing half the time, you know?
I think it's interesting, like, you know, like we see how influential he is. I wonder, like, how he's the biggest ever. Like, I'd like to see some like Drake clones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like maybe just like some up and coming like people that like have that Drake influence. Like I don't even know what Drake influence looks like.
Yeah.
In an artist really, bro. Like I feel like he hasn't really had that many proteges. And I guess it's because his big bro is Lil Wayne and they're not polar opposites, but they make very different music, you know?
Yeah.
Or have different sounds.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a fact. I feel like the influence is there though. I feel like you could say like everyone in that R&B, like Bryson Tiller, a little bit, just because the singing shit. I feel like you could point at someone like Blast Modern, and it's like a totally different sound. Ooh. But I think there are lines to be drawn.
You gonna give Blast Drake influence?
I think yeah, because he be snapping. You know, he be rapping sometimes, but he's like a singer. Even when he's rapping, he's doing it with a little bit of a melodic taste. Subject matter similar because it's a lot of that like, you know, grind, gotta win. Like
I just love how Blast mentions Nate Dogg, him, because that comparison's so fire to me.
Yeah.
That's so fire.
No, that's the better comparison.
I feel you.
But I just see a little influence. You know, I could see a little influence.
Aubrey, man, keep doing your thing. Keep going crazy.
Keep
Kanye,
going crazy.
You keep going crazy, man. Kendrick.
Kanye, don't go crazy.
Yeah,
just settle down a little bit.
We gotta give Kendrick some time, I guess, because Kendrick is gonna drop the best album.
Oh, if he drops. I'm not convinced he's dropping this year.
He is.
He should.
He should. He's not dropping soon, but I think he's gonna drop this year.
At the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't go.
And it's gonna be the best one. And it's just like, I just love the fact that like people all seem to understand that like, okay, we've gotten like some appetizers, some teasers. Mm-hmm. Kendrick gonna come with what we need.
You can tell the people know. The people know.
He's on that Frank Ocean level.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like. Frank Ocean, damn it, Kanye used to be on that level.
But he's not anymore, and you can tell
Frank used to be on that level where it's like, you know, they're not going to drop unless it's perfect.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that's going to be the best of the best, it's not. You're never going to hear it.
And right now, for me, Kendrick and Frank are the only people on that level.
Oh, man. Only Kendrick and Frank?
Those are the only people that those are the people that I'm easily the most excited for music from ever, because I know, or I believe to know, that there's no way I could be let down, because I never have before.
Travis Scott albums, Tyler the Creator.
Not for me.
Albums?
Mm-hmm.
When has he ever missed on an album?
He's never missed on an album, but like, I don't know, like no Frank Ocean music or Kendrick Lamar music for me has gotten worse with time. None of it. And none of it have I been disappointed with on release. All their projects have been fire when they come out and gotten better with time. And I can't say that about Trav. I don't think Astroworld hasn't gotten better for me. Birds, I don't know if it's gotten better for me.
What is Astroworld out of 10?
Right now, like 7.5.
I don't know. I feel like Trav just got good albums.
He does. Just
like but I feel you, and it's not really a comparison. I think Kendrick and Frank are on a different level.
And Kanye was there. And he still might be, bro. He still might be for me. But I don't think he is because he's dropped Ye, which I liked. But, like, and he dropped Jesus King. Yeah, he's not there. It's Kendrick and Frank, bro. They're the best artists of our generation.
I think he lost it for me at Pablo.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I could see it.
Because I really, really, really like Pablo. But, like,
yeah,
it's not perfect. It's not like every other album before that. You could find a way to kind of argue it's damn near perfect. Mm-hmm. Like you couldn't really do that with that one.
No, you couldn't. Like. You couldn't. No, that was it probably. I'm trying to. Oh, now I'm thinking bigger picture, bro. Now that you brought Frank into it, whenever you bring Frank into a conversation, it just like shifts the whole headspace a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Because now I'm thinking about like Rihanna. You know, now I'm thinking about The Weeknd. You know, like names like we were just in that box for a little bit. I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot.
I'm thinking about Childish Gambino.
There's people. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like these petty boys, bro. It's the pretty boys versus the petty boys. Drake, you are a petty boy. I'm sorry.
On God,
I'm sorry,
on God.
Bro. Like we just named all the people that you just named. Those are the ones that are like they let the art do the talking. The Weeknd lets the art do the talking.
Is the Don gonna drop this year?
Him?
Yes.
No.
I think he might, bro. The Don's coming. What if it does, though? What if it does? It could, bro.
The Weeknd needs
We already
attention.
got a single.
I think The Weeknd is too smart.
Yeah.
He likes all the attention on him. There's too much shit going on this year. I think he'll drop early next year.
I don't know how anyone could not want to get in on this, though.
Because it doesn't mean anything to a lot of these people, bro.
No, I think it does. I think it means way more than the streams. Because the
what is this? Get in on what?
Get in on this year. It means something, bro. If you were a part of 2016, you remembered as being a part of that really special time in music.
I still get surprised when I find out albums came. Like I'll be like, oh, that came out in 2016. 2016 is overhyped, bro.
It is.
2016 is not that great.
But everyone understands that is going to be the same thing that happens with 2021, and they want to be a part of it.
I don't think so, bro.
I feel like, yeah, I do. The year, and also this is different than any other year ever in music because we just came out of quarantine. You know what I'm saying? And I know we're not really out, but like we just had the 1 year where it was the worst idea to drop an album ever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And people were holed up making music, experimenting, trying things for a like elongated duration. You know, so like I feel like everyone has shit in the vault. Shit is finally starting to roll. You know what I'm saying? And now everyone's gonna want to be on this outside time right now. This fun little back to the world.
My only hesitancy to agree because I feel that, and like I think there is some legitimacy to it. I don't think people care. I think like over like watching this and just seeing how crazy these dudes kind of look, bro. Mm-hmm. Like doing that little back and forth thing. I'm like, a lot of people don't care. Like SZA doesn't care. Yeah. Rihanna doesn't care
about the little bullshit.
About like any of the semantics, about any of the conversation, about any of the fucking fans, bro. Yeah. Not to say that they don't love their fans, but they don't care about their approval. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, they're not making music for you. They're making music for a bigger purpose. And if they're not making it for a bigger purpose, they're doing it to satisfy themselves. True. Which is totally valid. You know what I mean? Like
that's how it should be.
There's a lot of shit that like I think that matters to us that we're able to convince ourselves matters to them and like use as motivation for their music that they probably aren't even thinking about.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's very valid.
Like these people are like, I don't know, their art is like, I think art is very impulsive. It's very fluid. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Inspiration could strike at any time. You could want to get in on something, but if it's like, it takes a lot to drop an album. Yeah. It takes a lot to drop an album if you're a Don,
okay, bro. So let me say the same thing in a different way. New idea. People still drop this year, still the best year ever, but it's because they're being inspired by each other. Because I feel like that the chain effect does play a role, but maybe it's not because they want to be a part of a year, but maybe it's because they're seeing their peers excel and do great things. Because I just am so attached to this idea of A$AP Rocky, listening to all this music and dropping an EP in December. You know what I mean? I'm so attached because I really think it's going to happen, you know? And I think that might be because he's been inspired by some of these sounds.
A$AP Rocky is different than Rihanna and The Weeknd. Yeah. And like even like Lil Baby. Like, why would Lil Baby not want to drop this year if he's supposed to be next up?
Yeah, I feel like he might. I feel like he probably will. But he already did drop this year. What? Voice of the Heroes.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give him that one.
He warmed us up, bro. He warmed us up. That's really when shit started to get hot.
That's funny, bro. That is the one that really started to heat shit up. I don't know. Yeah, maybe these people do care more than I'm trying to give them credit. I want to. After all this shit that I've seen this weekend, I want to give these people credit for not caring as much as we all think they do. You know, because I don't know how it makes you feel about the music all the time.
Yeah,
y'all are old. Drake's getting old.
Yeah,
Kanye is old.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm ready for y'all to be like Jay-Z. Lay back, drop knowledge, bro. Because I'm listening. I respect y'all. You know what I mean? Move respectfully.
Yeah.
Fuck her respectfully.
Fuck her respectfully. Yeah. Move. Yeah, no. Just I'm tired of talking about how they move. The music's great.
Yeah, bro.
The music's great. There's been a lot of great music. This has been a really fun time, honestly. Just because of the music, you know? I don't know. When you're in a state where you're excited for someone to, like, get in your car so you can get your couple songs off because there's so much hot shit and everyone wants to know what your go-to off Donda is, or what your favorite song of Certified Lover Boy is, or if you throw in a Tyler song. You know, I feel like it's an energy that's really infectious and, like, I don't know, makes it fun. Makes life fun.
I mean, yeah, good music is essential, bro. The music has never been better. I think, what did we get last year? What was the best album of last year? Alfredo?
I was literally thinking that. Alfredo.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. The more I go back, like, a Written Testimony's out there. 315.
We needed music after last year.
Yeah.
Like, last year was a lot of talking. Damn. Like, I love Freddie. Like, I think Alfredo. Ooh, last thing. We can end on this. Alfredo comes out this year. Where is it?
Outside that top 4.
You're crazy.
It's outside that top 4.
Alfredo drops this year. Still album of the year.
No way. You really think that?
Alfredo drops this year. It's still album of the year.
I think you're crazy.
I think if you played Alfredo front to back right now, next to anything else,
Not next to Tyler.
Bro, that inspired Tyler.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't mean it's better.
Oof.
That doesn't mean it's better.
Hey, let us know in the comments, man. That's a good one, bro. Where would Alfredo? That's such a good question, bro.
Is a really good
wow,
question.
Man. I want to start doing that, bro. Like, looking back, like, after a year's, like, already happened, like, the established album of the year from that year. That should be the measuring stick for if the year is better in music or not.
Yeah, no, that's smart.
Because the fact that it's a debate, but it wasn't even close last year, tells you how much of an improvement this year was.
No, for sure. It's outside my. I mean, it might be 3 or 4, but like it's not.
This man wants to put it at 7. This man is disrespectful. He doesn't even like Freddie Gibbs, honestly.
I love Freddie Gibbs, but it's not as good as Tyler, the Creator. It's not as good as Isaiah Rashad. It's not. That Tyler album is one of my favorite albums I've heard in a long time, bro. In a long time.
I'm not against that, but Alfredo is a perfect album.
Call Me If You Get Lost is a perfect album.
That's not true. Tyler has not released a perfect album.
You're right. It's not a perfect album. The highs are higher, but it's not a perfect album.
Alfredo is perfect.
Okay, well, it's with far less risk taken. He's so in his lane. You know what I'm saying?
He had never worked with Alchemist before.
Really? Okay, it's still in his lane. Still very much in his lane.
But this okay.
What risk did he take on
Certified
Alfredo?
Certified Lover Boys in Drake's lane.
Very much so. And that's why I'm saying, like, Alfredo might be better. And that's not what I'm trying to get at here. That's not what I like when people take risks. Alfredo was a great, amazing album.
So why do you like Certified Lover Boy more than Donda?
Fuck you.
Go.
I like Certified Lover Boy more than
Alfredo
Donda because I've been on Demon Time
Freddie
lately.
Gibbs the GOAT, bro. Freddie Gibbs is better than everyone's favorite rapper. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man. Do all the shit to get us in the algorithm, bro. Make sure to follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram.
We're still banned on Twitter, you know what I mean? Shout out to everyone listening on Spotify, you know what I mean? Don't know the numbers, but y'all are loyal. Catch y'all on the next one, man.
Peace.